Now, I didn't expect this to be my game of the year. It's a game that I watched coming with a mixture of trepidation and fascination. It mixes AAA production values with art house sensibilities and the director's golden touch for gameplay. It's part intoxicating sandbox and part sci-fi B-movie. My game of the year for 2025 is Death Stranding 2 on the beach. Death Stranding 2 on the beach is like its forebear, a weird game. It's part hero's journey, it's part subtle multiplayer experience, it's part traversal puzzle, and driving around this world delivering parcels was once again just a strangely sublime experience. It created a mood that I find hard to pin down and impossible to forget. It's that feeling of being on a hike on your own in deep nature. In this game you'll find yourself off the grid on your last sliver of battery, summiting mountains in the pink dawn, or tracing the edge of a huge crater lake as a spectral sunken city emerges from the waves. The landscape is vast and intimidating, until you finally start to tame it through the collective road building project, where many players have to voluntarily contribute materials and all benefit from the result. The stealth combat in this game was also much improved, with a phenomenally comfortable feel and tons of options and approaches available to any situation, and I think that something you have to address when talking about this game is the writing. It's a jumbled, almost nonsensical mood board of pregnancy, afterlife, trauma, estrangement, infrastructure, psychogeography, fraternity, and it borders on the incoherent. The plot itself is overcomplicated and a little bit contrived. It's grasping at grand meaning that doesn't seem to come, and that might sound disqualifying for a game of the year, but something happened during the final third of my playthrough of this game. I was enjoying it so much despite all of the frustrations with the writing and dialogue, and I felt some kind of shift, like looking at a magic eye picture where initially it just looks like noise, but if you relax yourself and look at it in just the right way, you start to see a picture emerge. I stopped grappling with specificities and started to just enjoy the whole vision. That means the character vignettes, the musical numbers, the strange robot samurai, the softness of the game's central sisterhood, the cameos, the silly hand gestures, the movie references. It started to turn into something that I've rarely experienced. That is a game that is so perfect and imperfect and vast and confusing all at once that it starts to transcend its own form. And while there are some parts of me that wholly disagree with the approach, I think that throwing everything at the wall has resulted here in something kind of spectacular and unique. Death Stranding 2 feels like more than a game to me. It feels like a space, it feels like a place,